Hey guys, it's Sensibility here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Amber Marie, and today I'm going to be doing a review over 3 other fragrances that I got in from Maison Maissa. These are the 2 smaller ones and the 20 ml. I'm going to tell you my thoughts on them, scent profile, what I would scale them at as far as ranking goes, and longevity and projection. So the first one that I wore out of these 3 was 66 Ave L'Intense. And I didn't pick this up right away. And maybe it's because I had a broken bottle of Jahara and it was just literally floating all throughout the house when I scented this on a tissue. But when I put this on to actually wear it, immediately I knew what this was. And I was like, okay, this one is not an original artwork. This is actually a dupe for Baccarat Rouge 540. A very pricey Baccarat Rouge 540 dupe, in my opinion. Simply because I know I can get this from perfume oil companies. So many companies are in their collection, they have a dupe for this scent. So as far as originality goes, it's a 0. You copied off someone else's scent and just slapped a different label on it. As far as scent goes, how close does it smell to Baccarat Rouge 540? It's a 10 out of 10. It smelled just like it. 100% like it. Longevity. This lasted quite some days because I sprayed it on a jacket that I typically wear under an undershirt, and that in the wintertime I don't always want to wear my fall jacket. So I smelt it. I wore it on a Friday, and Monday I went to go pull it off the coat rack and I could smell it. At that point it was more like a light scent. So when you first wear this, it's a strong to moderate scent. It's not overpowering. It's no more than maybe a little bit past arm length. So it's a nice bubble like Baccarat Rouge 540 does. When someone goes by you, they definitely smell it. And then, of course, projection-wise, it's definitely, I'm going to say a 10 out of 10 because it did last for days on that jacket, which that amazed me. As far as how this scent evolves or rolls out, you get about 4 hours at moderate to strong, and then from there it moves another 4 hours. You're getting about a moderate, and then at the 8-hour marker it's a light scent, but you can definitely still distinctively know that that is the Baccarat Rouge 540 scent. So there is my thoughts on this. Of course, it's an absolute love, guys. I love Baccarat Rouge, especially the extrait. I'm just personally getting a little tired of all these companies making these dupe fragrances. Everybody's doing it now. And like I said, this is quite a pricey dupe considering, you know, Dua has one. You can get this in a perfume oil. But I will say the bottle is quite stunning. So for the cost of it, I can see it because you definitely have better packaging than what you would get from Dua and, of course, from a perfume oil. So there is my thought on 66 Ave. If you don't already have this one in your collection and you're not wanting to spend the money on the original, I would recommend getting this one. But if you're on a tight budget, definitely look at Dua or even the perfume oil company. The next one that I wore is Oud Sultan, and this one surprised me. Okay, so this one does have a pungent animalic skankiness to it, but it goes away in like 5 minutes max. It was very quick that pungentness part of the oud that most of us don't like dissipated very, very quickly. I do feel like Oud Sultan is a very unisex fragrance. This is supposed to be an oudy, rosy scent, but the most dominant note in it is definitely oud. And this type of oud to me smelled more like a dry type oud. It wasn't medicinal. It wasn't sweet. It may have a little bit of a sweetness to it, But overall, as it's drying down, it's pretty much to me a dry oud, and that was the most dominant note. I may have gotten some of the rose in the beginning, but it was quite short-lived. In other words, I smelt it maybe about 30 minutes. So this is for those oud lovers. You just really want an oud fragrance to last you all day long. This one lasted 8+ hours, but it doesn't have a lot of depth or complexity to it. It's just going to be a predominantly oud fragrance. So scent profile, I am going to give this a 5 because I was really hoping for an oudy rose. That's what my goal was with this one. Projection wise, it is about arm length. That's about it. It's a nice bubble around you, and that's it. As far as strength goes on this, I would say it pretty much stays a moderate scent. Yes. And then after the 8-hour marker, it does become a lighter scent, and I do believe this one lasted into the next day. So I did smell it the next day, but it's a light scent. So there is my thoughts on Oud Sultan. I still think it's a really good fragrance, but a lot of people commented and said that this particular Oud Sultan is supposed to smell like Christian Dior's Oud Espan. Now, I did get that one in a perfume oil from Oil Perfumery, and that one was a flippin' beast. I think that one had more of the rose in it that I was looking for, but this one is still a very gorgeous fragrance. So if you're looking for just a good staple oud fragrance, I would recommend that one. And then the last one in this video is called Princesse de Gales. And this one came in the 20 ml. This comes from their, I think it's like called a craft collection, and it has 5 of their top selling fragrances. And this one definitely smelled like something that I already had in my collection. I didn't pick it up on the tissue, but when I actually wore it and it started getting warm and interacting with my body, this kind of smells like Armani Priv Rouge Malachite. It has that bubblegummy tuberose in there. So this one was definitely, it's pretty, it's gorgeous, but I don't like that bubblegummy tuberose. So this one was my least favorite out of the 5 fragrances that I got in the perfume sprays. Like I said, it's not a terrible fragrance, but I also purchased one from Lattafa that is quite similar to this. So this is what it was smelling like. And it's in the red bottle. I think it's like Opulent or something. And this definitely smelled like that. Now, the red bottle is much more stronger from Lattafa, and this one is, in the sense, not as overbearing, but again, I just can't wear a fragrance that's just these bubblegummy tuberose. So there are my thoughts on the 3 fragrances. The last ones, I still have the 2 body sprays here, the vanilla and the oriental, this one's Maissa, and the vanilla that I need to try and let you guys know how the longevity and stuff is on that. So until then, guys, I will see you in the next video where I give you an update on Maison Maissa's body sprays. Are they worth it, or should you just pass and go to the bottles? Bye, guys.